this area for the first round, because this is usually where I drop for scrims, because I drop here usually because it's open, first of all. It's not a closed space, so you can escape if you're low on health. There's a lot of loot just like lying around too. There's a lot of rebel caches and stuff that you don't have to go inside the buildings and stuff for, or you can see from, outside the buildings, which is really helpful. Makes it a great spot to land. Also, like, it's not a landmark, so you're not going to have too many players there. You'll be able to loot relatively, safely. Skip a little bit. Let me see. I probably should have taken that fight, to be honest, because I had like alright loot here. But playing passive isn't necessarily bad. Okay, I see the zone. I didn't think anyone would be up by super right because of the way the eagle was. But I come up here and I immediately see someone. Rookie just died there. I saw on the feed by 0, so I know that there's people. There's like a ton of people up here. I can also see. I could see the death animation, and also this right here. Yeah, okay, that's true. I don't think I should have ran back in here to try to get KP though. This could have been really dangerous. Because we already saw there's like so many players over in this area. So I think this is a bit of a dangerous play to do this. And you can see I ran into 0. I did knock off their armor with a hunting rifle shot. Anytime someone... Wait, I don't think they got damage on me. I did see that they jumped left, which is I think why I stopped here. Knowing that they were going to push. Yeah. Yeah, so let me see what that circle was. Again. Oh my god, I opened the map so quick because I was just checking for the mole crate during the tournament. I think I check it in a bit. But I want to make my way up towards the top of the circle here. Going like to the bottom is not a good idea. Especially because of the way that eagle was. I'll show you here in a second if I pull up the map again. But I'm trying not to go too, I guess. Yeah, I move back up here. Okay. It's kind of like this is a weird one because you have the mole crate up top, but you also have down below where everyone's rotating from. So you have to be very careful. I think I don't actually go into labs here. I do end up looting labs. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm looking for KP here. I don't think going through labs is that bad of a play for KP, or at least the left lab, because it's pretty easy to escape from, especially if bananas, because you can block off the entrances after you escape. Skip boot. Alright, here's where things get crazy. So people like to avoid palace generally, so when you get a circle like this, you're going to have all of the players coming in from the bottom. no one's really going to be coming in from the top of this circle into Palace for two reasons. One, the Eagles started at the bottom of the entire map. And two, because people just don't like Palace. So I think the smartest play here would have actually been to go up through here and into Palace. But it ends up being alright. Get shot a little bit around the corner there. Like they just did a little corner peek on me is how they got me. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, as you see, as I come up here, I see all of these players rotating. I was able to get a shot onto Leech. You see all of these, like, all this fighting's going on because everyone's having to rotate up. I don't like necessarily what I did there. Actually, no, that's fine, because I came back through here. Yeah. Wait, Yeah, this is kind of bad. I shouldn't be here. This is really bad position. Because, yeah, you see, there's a player that just came through the other side there. But also, I could have been pinched from here and here and here, and there's all these, like, lines of sights that get cut off. I think the smarter thing to do would have been to, when I'm coming through here, I should have rotated up through this area, because I knew there were some players on the right by that road there, but I could at least get some information by peeking up through there and maybe get a spot by those trees up on the map. But this is kind of dumb because I'm just like putting myself in like that short chokehold. Like I said, there's gonna be people coming in from down there later. I got someone coming in from the right. But yeah, I eventually make my way towards the trees here, up top. Way better position, in my opinion. I'm missing a lot here, but it's the first game, so that's kind of expected. Okay, yep. That's really good right there. I think I heard them. I'll go back to make sure. Where did I see them? Okay, I saw some shooting over there, so I know someone's by the trees. Yeah, it was good that I rushed that person by the trees there. If I didn't push into that person, that could have been like a real problem because they're like this entire area up here I want to keep clear, and I want to be able to get cover on both sides of these trees depending on who fights me from down here. And if I have a player that's around here, I'm leaving myself in a situation to get shot at by two different players. If I'm trying to shoot at a player down here, they could come up through these trees and shoot at me. But if I take the fight while they're here, this gas is on the right side here. I would only have to worry about players coming in through the left, and I can just get this quick and clean kill without having to worry about getting thirded, which is what happened. Yeah, I get pushed by Gloom here, who's kind of just like ego pushing a bit. I really should have, what I've done here is I was trying to like slowly push up in the circle. But I shouldn't have, how could I have played this part better? I should have really started pulling back towards the right and trying to get like these horizontal angles onto Gloom. What I was afraid of though is because this gas timer, I was afraid he was going to push into me and then push me into the gas, which is why I was so adamant on holding the spot. But I ended up going over here anyways because I was so low. So I mean, and then having to push back into the circle. Yeah, I play this really well. I'm not letting Gloom get any easy shots on me. I just saw someone died there, so I'm gonna, yeah. I basically like, if I don't go left here and take out this player, I worry about I opened myself up to being pinched once again. So I'm like, okay, I have to kill this person. But I'm obviously at risk of someone doing literally the same thing I just did to that person, doing it to me. But sometimes it happens like that. That's fair. But Jesus Christ. Yeah, I just missed like what really screwed me over here is just missing a lot of dual pistol shots. But they missed a lot of. Actually, no, that isn't what screwed me over. Because they didn't really take a ton of health off of me after their first shots, which is when I was doing well. Um, yeah, I don't know if there's anything I can really do here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I could have done there. Maybe like hit a like really fucking sick hunting rifle shot, but I forgot where I ended up landing. I don't want to land there because of it's just really close to the start. The eagle, you see, 3 people went immediately there. I did jump off though, and I forgot where I went. Oh yeah, I think I went bottom of Welcome Center. So what a lot of people will do that drop early is they'll just drop stage. So if you see eagles like this, you kind of can get the entire like Welcome Center area to yourself during a comp match. Uh, so yeah, I think going Welcome Center is a very good place to drop because you have so much loot and you don't really have to worry about too many other players being around because no one really goes Welcome Center like ever. People usually just stop stage or that like little area to the right of stage. Hey Gabriel, yeah, I'll probably run like duos and squads in a bit. I just saw your message. Don't worry, we'll have a bit of a longer stream today, so we'll have plenty of time for duos and squads later. Um, I think the only problem with what I'm doing here is I'm really trying to avoid people here. But I don't really need to because I kind of have like good weaponry. What I probably should have done is since I only saw like 1 or 2 people drop stage, I probably should have pushed back north into that area and maybe have tried to look for KP. Instead, we're kind of just gonna hang out by the bottom of the circle and not really see a lot of people. Oh yeah, I see this person. We'll check out this fight real quick. Yeah, if I do end up seeing anyone when I'm at the bottom of the circle like this, though, I should take any fight I can. So I see them and I immediately want to take this fight because there's a very low chance of me being third partied out here because there's just no one here, right? So anytime you're kind of in a more remote area of the map where you're not expecting a lot of players to be, you should always take those fights in tournaments. So we see Clev here in a ball. Tag him a bit with pistol shots. And I'm like, okay, I can take this fight too. I tag Clev with the hunting rifle, and he starts heading a bit north here. I think I keep chasing a little bit, but when he leaves the swamp is when I sort of withdraw, because I know there's going to be players up in that forest up there. So yeah, this is something that I really wanted to emphasize in tournaments. I had Clev here at one hit, but I didn't chase him. Like, I did not overextend myself to chase him. You really, like, oh shoot, did not mean to do that. You really want to, like, be focusing a lot on when you're deciding between keeping your positioning in zone and if it's worth getting the KP versus zone positioning. Most of the time, your zone positioning is going to matter way more than any KP that you can get, any kill points. So you're gonna wanna keep good zone positioning. So I get really great zone positioning here if I remember right. Kind of like bottom farm. Let me see what this next circle is. I think this next circle pulls into farm if I remember correctly. Yeah, okay. So farm after this next circle, and I guess this part of Bamboo Resort are in. So I know that the majority of players are going to be over here by Bamboo Resort by the time the player ends, because we had that middle emu, and we had 50, pretty much we had like 50% of the players drop on the bottom of the map and 50% of the players drop on the top of the map. I could assume that a lot of the players, since Bamboo's in the middle of the map, everyone up top is probably going to end up rotating towards Bamboo, because you can use all the bamboo as cover and to hide, and also you can use the resort as itself as a way to get loot and find other players. Another place people are going to be rotating into is farm. I think anyone that dropped like over here, like Sol Security, Pixel Port, Super Animal Stage, Beaver Construction, farm, anyone who dropped farm, they're going to be in farm. So you're going to have about half the people. You're going to get about half the people coming into farm, and you're going to get about half the people coming into Bamboo Resort. But where you're going to have nobody, almost nobody, is right down here at the bottom of the woods. Because as people come in, they're going to be on the streets and they're going to be in the farms, but no one's going to be down here. So if you want to get yourself really good zone positioning, you move down to the bottom of the forest. You don't have to worry about fighting too many people. Which is what I did here. So that was good. I think this round I ended up doing well, so this was a good round. Give me the strats, bro. I'm here to learn. Yeah, I mean I'm here to learn too, because I haven't gone over all this footage yet, and in the first game I already noticed some things I did wrong. So I haven't done anything wrong this game. I played this round really well so far, but we'll see. I think actually this player, hold on, let me see who that was. I thought I saw someone jump down. Yeah, that player that jumped down, I probably should have chased them a little bit. Because now, look, I don't know anything about them. So like later on they could come in for myself while I'm fighting someone in farm and, screw with me. So I don't really want to lose track of that player. I think chasing them would not have been a bad idea, because look, it's just me and them down here. I could kill them and not have to worry about, like I was saying before, not have to worry about getting third-partied. So I think that's a better play I could have made, is chasing. Okay, so we still have some of the woods in here in this next circle. And look, I can kind of use this entire area. As long as those fences aren't broken, they can't get line of sight on me. And I really just have to worry about this right and this left area. But if I hear someone over here, I can obviously break through here and kind of like hit them with a sneak attack. I probably... actually, no, this is fine. Yeah. Yeah, you see it? Okay. Because I like kind of left that bottom area open and I didn't chase for kills down there. You see almost what I was just talking about earlier happened to me. I almost had to fight a player down here, which caused me to get, while there's a player I had to fight over here, and it almost caused me to get pinched. Like I was afraid was going to happen. If there's a third player over in this direction, I would have been screwed. But yeah, it's great that I reclaimed the space immediately after because I hit them with hunting rifle and I saw the other player wasn't really looking to fight. You see, that's what I was talking about. I waited for them to go through. Let me see if you can hear them. Look, I saw the gas break, immediately look over and break through. But, they were obviously moving faster, so I wasn't able to sneak attack, but that's the general idea. I think this is Bing, actually. I don't know, though. Maybe it's someone else. So, what am I really doing here? This rotation's kind of interesting. I like it though, because I think once I lose line of sight on this other player, like once they see me, let me see where I lose sight of them actually. The first time. Yeah, so no one saw me come up here, which is good. And it has the very limited lines of sights. I could only see someone if they're directly below me or directly above me. So everyone to like, if there's a player like over here, they can't see me, I can't see them if there's a player over here. Vice versa. With the gas pushing in though, I don't think there's going to be anyone on my right. I think there could be people that come from below and people that come in from the top. But the people that come in from the top are probably going to go into this little building. There was a player to the right, like I said. I didn't know that because of the vision cut off. I shouldn't have peeked out because other players could have saw me and tried to push into me. They naded themselves to deny me the kill, which was a good play by them, to be fair. So this is kind of an unknown factor right here, but it's something that I was not completely, I didn't completely not expect happening, this player that came in. But I was expecting them to do it earlier is the thing. So when they came in late here, I knew that they were going to be low on health because they let that gas push up so much and do so much damage to them. Because they didn't do that play earlier. I don't know why. They're just sitting and the thing's just sitting in that body pile, but that kind of just gave me a free kill because of that, so. But you see what happened here was this is kind of like these plays in SAR that I probably, I don't know if where this is where it goes the split second decision learning, like decision making, so I have to like kind of slow down here at the end. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so I see that player. I'm scared of AK because I missed my hunting rifle shot. They're not aiming bad. They already took an armor off of me. I didn't see Bing coming up here. And because there was fighting down here, I thought that if a player was in here, they were going to try to peek out. So I was really confused when I saw Bing in here the first time. I was like, wait, there's a player in here? But I was able to get the kill, thankfully. And the first thing I did, banana off that door because I don't know about that other player. The other player might be trying to come in here and third party me also because this is the best spot in the zone right now. This is the only building inside the last zone. Well, I guess there's a little bit of that corner, which is where Draven was in a bit here. We'll see. But this is the best zone positioning. So this is I'm like, okay, I have this building. I just need to wait a bit. I need to let other people fight, and I need to wait for the zone to close in. But what I just saw is, wait, how many are remaining here? This play I think was a little bit dumb by me, but in hindsight it's dumb. You know what I mean? I can't see how many players are left. Hold on. 3 players. Okay. So I'm here. Bing's down here. I think it's Bing. No, I killed Bing. There's another person's down here. I don't know who's down here. Someone's down here. And Draven's in here. Um, yeah. What I did is after I saw this player kill the other player, because I saw in the kill feed, I push out here. I remember. Because I know they're going to be healing from that fight. That was dumb because Draven had the exact same idea. And he pushed out at the same time as me. And yeah. It just became a 1v1 between me and Draven. And I didn't know how much damage Draven took from the other player. I didn't know how much, you know. Oh, actually, I did. They didn't have armor. Oh, I should have hunting rifled here. Okay. Here in the 1v1, I should have pulled out my hunting rifle and tried to tag Draven, and then switch back to the dualies. That would have been the best play there. Yeah. Because I probably heard his armor break too. So that was a bit of a dumb play at the end there. Lost us that game. Well, though, and you're running like sniper and whatever other weapon you're using, rifle, shotgun, or, you know, SMG, always switch to your secondary. Don't use the sniper. Well, I don't know if it does make a sound when it breaks, but I would have heard the 3 ticks either way, though. Like, I would have heard the ding, 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 because I hit the 3 armor pieces. So I would have heard the 3 dings and have known that, you know. So I don't know if that makes a sound when it breaks, but I would have at least heard the 3 armors, like the little armors breaking. The 3 shots onto the armor, and I would have known, well, level 3 is the max. But I think it does make a sound when it breaks as well. I don't know, it's just like instinct at this point. But yeah, if they have armor, always use your secondary. But if they don't, try to go for that sniper shot and then switch to your secondary in those 1v1s. Because, you know. Who do you think was the best, oh my god, player in this tourney? I don't know. This was my first, I think, tourney playing with Bing in it. And I didn't really get I've never really seen Bing play before, but they played really well, obviously. I think what Bing does is Bing's really good at playing. They're very adaptive in their play style. You know, if they pick up grenades and stuff, they'll instantly use it in a way that like favors them, and things like that, which makes them a really good player. They're very, very good at adapting, which is something that I need to get better at. I think that I struggle with the final circle split second decisions. While Draven is just very mechanically good at this game, he probably is one of like the best aim in this game in terms of like rifle aim. I've never seen him play sniper, but he always just fucking beams me with Tommy gun and rifle and whatnot. Actually, no, I've seen Draven play sniper. He has good sniper aim as well. But he just beams with automatic weapons, like. Okay, I did get a kill here, so I'll talk about it. I just came here to loot. I've already talked about why I came here to loot. It's out in the open, lots of easy loot to grab, and you don't have to worry about a lot of players. I did see 2, so I saw the one on the right and the one on the left. But like I said, good loot here, so that was very good to switch to the hunting rifle after getting them on low health. Anytime you do any flesh damage, if you're playing sniper or hunting rifle, you're gonna want to immediately switch to that high hunting rifle or sniper to finish them off. Obviously. Poor Capri's didn't even get to shoot. Yeah. That sometimes happens though. If I was gonna give, you really want to avoid. I think I was actually screwing up on this as well. But the one problem with this place, oh no, I didn't screw up on this. Yeah, you see, there's all these like barricades on these doors and stuff. You do not want to hit those. Do not hit these barricades on these doors when you're looting this shantytown because you're just alerting other players to your position that could potentially be here, right? Because they can see that through the fog of war, which is how I was able to get Capri. So you just want to leave those like boarded up doors alone with, for the most part. I really like Emu Ranch for looting as well. So I came through here to grab some extra loot because Emu Ranch is another very open space. You don't have to worry about people coming around corners. You can see it, like, oh. I saw those two players just fight. It was Evie and Clev. Very good here. This is honestly embarrassing. This is pretty embarrassing that Evie did this to me, but it was also kind of insane movement. But yeah, that was a bit embarrassing. But that was kind of a dumb play by them because, well, I don't know. That was kind of smart because they knew I was going to push into them. But I think Evie was expecting me to jump through here at the same time they jumped this way and then just grab this armor and escape, which is not really what happened. I jumped backwards as soon as I saw Evie. And that almost caught them off, but I didn't have the dualies, so I couldn't finish them off there. But that was actually a very smart play by Evie, like to jump there. Like it kind of looks dumb, but I understand what they were thinking at one hit. Is they think I was gonna immediately push into them, and then it was smart. But I come down here and finish them off later. I only have single pistol here, which is kind of bad for tournaments because if I run into, you see, I just broke one of those. I shouldn't be doing that. I guess it's fine. Well, I don't know. It's I don't know. Like breaking those things can be bad for you. You just need to be like cognizant of the fact that people can see it through the fog of war. I think is important. That should have been a hit. I don't know why I was aiming so low there. But I was very good disengaging from that fight and not going for it because I saw there was another player and I didn't want to worry about being third partied. And also, once again, bottom of the zone position. Bottom of the zone is always going to be going to be the least dense amount of players. Well, not always. Sometimes it's the top of the zone, but bottom of the map. If a zone at the bottom of the map, the bottom of the zone will always be like the least dense with players. Okay, I broke their armor. Didn't hit that hunting rifle shot, sadly, but I decide to kind of like not push in here, play at a distance. I got a comment the other day by Van, which is what he says. He said like you keep players at a distance very well, and that's what I'm trying to do here. Most like third party deaths in this game happen because you don't keep players at a distance, right? If you get third partied, but the player's like over here, you might be fine because you can just run this way. But if you get third partied and the player just comes around this corner, you're kind of screwed because if you have another player shooting at you as well, it's like, oh well, there's not much I can do. So keeping people at a distance is good. I'm kind of using my hunting rifle here not to kill people. This is a great rotation, by the way. I'll explain why in a second. I just want to see something real quick. So this rotation is pretty good because I saw that there was a player down there and a player to the left. So I know that if I run to kind of the middle of the circle a bit, but not enough so that I run up into here, I'll be fine because the gas was closing in up here, just closed in up here. So you're going to have fighting happening right now with the pacing of how this game works. I'm glad they did normal gas speed because I always get my fucking timings off in competitive when they don't do normal gas speed. But this is one case where I didn't because, But, there's players fighting up here. And like in a normal game, there will be players fighting up here as the gas closes. And there will be players fighting over here right now. And I would have been one of those players fighting over here. And I would have been potentially third partied if I didn't cut through the zone because I saw there's a player down there and a player to the left. So cutting through the zone, and this is a nice open zone, so being able to cut through that nice open area granted me some space. But now I know there's going to be players coming in from my north. I didn't expect people to actually come in for the east here, so I was kind of surprised to see 2 players. I have Draven up here. I was just kind of trying to get information on what Draven was going to do. And yeah, I see that there's all those players up there, so I come down here and I get good space. Because now, since those players have already fought, I can come kind of back to the bottom of the circle and expect there to be oh wow, this circle just pulled so far down. Holy cow. Yeah, this is where a lot of second decision making is. I'm kind of making like risky plays here because like I don't know for a fact if there's no player on the right here, but I'm like I have to go here to heal because I know there's players on the left. So yeah, this is kind of where things get just a bit sketchy and you kind of just go with the flow. But once I did see that's clear, I kind of know the space on the right is clear. It's very easy to hold with Tommy gun because if I hear someone coming, I can just spray it like I'm doing right now and make them back away. I really want to be playing to the right here, which I did do. Now, what I did bad here was I drinked instead of taping. I should have taped there. If I taped there, I probably would have gotten 1 place higher. Because Rookie would have shotgunned me, I would have jumped back into the gas, they would have switched targets onto the other player, shot them. This is Rookie's game to win, though, but I would have probably gotten 3rd. Why didn't you eat bananas? That is true. Oh, I didn't eat the bananas because they would have saw me eating them there. Like, as soon as I throw the banana out and I throw it on the ground, they would have heard it. Like, Rookie's good enough, well, all these players are good enough that they would have heard it and they would have immediately peeked into me. I was trying to... But they heard the health juice, too, though, so it's not like... I don't know. The thing about the bananas, though, is when you eat them, like, they can see exactly where you are when you ate it. Like, they don't even have to hear you. Like, Rookie probably didn't hear me drinking the health juice because there's just so much going on in this middle circle, so drinking the health juice is fine, but they definitely would have saw if I ate a banana. So that's why I didn't eat a banana here. Also, in order to eat the banana, you obviously have to put your gun away and open up your 3rd slot. Anytime the final circle's closing, you always want to have your close range weapon out. Anytime. Unless it's a 1v1, then do the thing with the sniper I was talking about earlier. But yeah, Rookie probably didn't hear me healing because of all the action going on, or none of the players probably heard me drinking health juice, but they would have seen the banana. So that's why I didn't eat banana there. That was a good question.